And in this video we're going to be looking at negative linear graphs. We're going to be constructing a linear graphs by plotting points. You should be able to, by the end of the lesson, fill in the typical values for a function like y equals 2 minus 2x, plot the graph for y equals 2 minus 2x, and to be able to use the graph to find the value of x when y equals 4 from the function y equals 2 minus 2x. The key words you will hear in this lesson: plot, linear function. Linear means straight line. Equation, gradient, and y-intercept. Before we begin the main part of the lesson, I want you to recap what you should have done, which is on positive linear graphs. Have a go at doing this question. Plot the function y equals 3x plus 2, and your table values goes from minus 3 to 3. So pause the video now and have a go. And here are the answers, the answer to the question. So our table values. Once we got our table values, we draw the graph and plot the points. So our introduction then. We're going to plot two simple functions. We're going to plot a simple positive linear graph, and we're going to plot a simple negative linear graph. The reason why we call this one positive is because the x term is positive, and we call this one a negative linear graph because the x term is negative. You see there, it's negative x. So let's plot the simple one. So there's your table of values. Pause the video, fill it in, and plot the graph. So y equals x, so x is the same value as y, and y is the same value as x. They're both equal to each other. So all the values of x, y will be all the same values as x. So when x is minus 3, y is minus 3. When x is minus 2, y is minus 2, and so on. We plot those on a graph, and we get these points. We join them together with a straight line, and it should be a straight line. All the points should be on a straight line. If the points are not on a straight line and you're trying to draw a linear graph, then you've done something wrong. Looking at this, we should be able to understand by looking at the graph that this function is positive, because going from left to right, if it's going up the ways, with the slope is going up from left to right, and then we say it's positive. So that is y equals x. Let's take a look at the simple negative graph. So y is equal to the negative x. So the negative of negative 3, well, two negatives makes a positive, so that'll be 3. And then negative negative 2 will be 2. Negative negative 1 will be 1. Negative 0 is 0. Negative 1 is negative 1. The negative 2 is negative 2. And the negative of 3 is minus 3. Let's go ahead and plot those points. Join out with a straight line, and you should be able to observe that this graph is a negative linear function because it's a straight line, and going from left to right, it's going down the ways. So the slope is going down. That states that it's negative, and that was our function y equals minus x. Let's do some examples of negative linear graphs. So here's the first function, y equals negative x take away 3. So to get y, our input is x and our output is y. So what we'll do with x is, because it's negative x, that's the same as doing times it by minus 1 and then taking away 3, and that gives us y. So here's our table of values. So like before, it's negative x, so negative 3 is 3, take away 3 is 0, negative 2 is 2, take away 3 is minus 1, negative 1 is 1, take away 3 is minus 2, negative 0, take away 3 is minus 3, negative 1 is minus 1, take away 3 is minus 4, and then it's negative 2, take away 3 is minus 5, and then it's negative 3, take away 3 is minus 6. And what you should notice here is that it's going down in ones. And the reason being is because it's just negative 1x, so it's going down in ones. Okay, let's go ahead and plot those points that we have. So we've got negative 3, 0, negative 2 minus 1, negative 1 minus 2, 0 minus 3, 1 minus 4, 2 minus 5, and 3 minus 6. And we join those together with a straight line. Remember, it's important that you label your graph x and y. Okay, let's move on to example 2. Plot the function y equals 5 minus 2x. So, what do we do with x to get y? Well, we multiply x by minus 2, and then we add on this 5, because this 5 is positive. So we times it by minus 2, and add 5 to get y. So, minus 3 times minus 2 is 6, plus the 5 gives us 11, minus 2 times minus 2 is 4, plus the 5 is 9, minus 1 times 2, minus 2 is 2, plus the 5 is 7, and then 0 times minus 2 is 0, plus the 5 is 5, and then 1 times minus 2 is minus 2, plus 5 is 3, and then it's minus 2 times 2 gives us minus 4, plus the 5 gives us 1, and then 3 times the minus 2 will give us minus 6, plus the 5 will be minus 1. And what you should notice here is that it's going down in 2's. The gap remains the same. We can say the gap is linear. So minus 2, minus 2. Why is it going down to minus 2? Because the number in front of the x is minus 2. That's why it's going down to minus 2. So let's go ahead and draw those points on a graph. So we got minus 3, 11, minus 2, 9, minus 1, 7, 0, 5, 1, 3, 2, 1, and 3 minus 1. Join together with a straight line. And remember, it should be a straight line. And that's how we go about drawing the function y equals 5 minus 2x. Don't forget to label your x and y. Let's go ahead and do some questions. You have 3 questions to complete. So one's for y equals minus x plus 1. Next one's for y equals minus 3x minus 2. And the third one is for y equals 3, take away 2x. Pause the video and have a go. And once you're ready, hit play and I'll go through the answers. Okay, question 1. It's minus x plus 1. So y equals minus x plus 1. So minus minus 3 is 3 plus 1 is 4. And then the next one would be minus minus 2 is 2 plus 1 is 3. Minus minus 1 plus 1 is 2. Minus 0 is 0 plus 1 is 1. And then it's minus 1 plus 1 is 0. And it's 2. So minus 2 plus 1 is minus 1. And then it's 3. So minus 3 plus 1 is minus 2. I want you to notice there it's going down in ones since it's minus 1x. Let's plot the graph. So it's going from, the y is going from 4 to minus 2. Zero. And that's our y-axis. And then our x-axis. Making sure I label the x and y. Let's go ahead and plot the points. So the first one is minus 3, 4. Then it's minus 2, 3. It's minus 1, 2. And then it's 0, 1. 1, 0. 2 minus 1. 3 minus 2. And that's how we go about doing question 1. Let's move on to question 2 now. So it's minus 3x minus 2. So minus 3 times minus 3 is 9. Take away 2 is 7. Minus 3 times minus 2 is 6. Take away 2 is 4. Minus 3 times minus 1 is 3. Take away 2 is 2. Then minus 3 times 0 is 0. Take away 2 is minus 2. I made a mistake here, so let's just cross that out for a second. Let's actually rub it out because it is a mistake. Could be easily done. So it's minus 3 times 3. Minus 3 times minus 1 is 3. Take away 2 is 1. It should be 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and correct the rest. Minus 3 times 1 is minus 3. Take away 2 is minus 5. Minus 3 times 2 is minus 6. Take away 2 is minus 8. And then minus 3 times 3 is minus 9. Take away 2 is minus 11. So we're going to draw these points onto a graph. However, the graph paper I have here is not large enough to draw all the points, so I'm going to do it in 2s. You might have enough space to go in 1s. So I'm going to start at 12, at 8, and go the whole way down to minus 12. Doing it in 2s. Label that y. And then the x. Just do it once because there's enough space. and let's plot the points. We'll do this in red. So it's minus 3, 7. Then it's minus 2, 4. Minus 1, 1. 0 minus 2. 1 minus 5. 2 minus 8. And then 3 minus 11. If I've done this right, it should join together with a straight line. And it has. That's y equals minus 3x minus 2. Okay, now this answer part C. Use the graph to find the value of y when x is 1.5. So we're going to go to x is 1.5, which is here. We'll draw a line going down, like so, and then across. And we can see there that that is between minus 6 and minus 7. So y is minus 6.5 from observation. Part D says use the graph to solve the equation minus 3x minus 2 is equal to 5. You can see here that this part here is the same as that part. So this part must be that part. So we're going to say that y is equal to 5. So we'll go to where y is 5, which is here. I'm going to draw a line going across, like so, and then down, like so. And what that says there, that says x is equal to minus 2 and 1/3. And that's how we do C and D on question 2. Let's move on to question 3. So it's 3 minus 2x. Y is equal to 3 minus 2x. Okay, so we're doing minus 2 times minus 3 is 6, plus the extra 3 gives us 9. Here we've got 3 minus 2x again, so x is minus 2, so minus 2 times minus 2 is 4, plus the 3 is 7. And then it's minus 2 times minus 1. So minus 2 times minus 1 is 2, plus the 3 is 5. Then when it's 0, it'll just be 3. When it's 1, it's 1. When it's 2, it's minus 1. And then when it's 3, minus 2 times 3 is minus 6. 3, take away 6 is minus 3. And you can see there it's going down in 2s because it's minus 2x. So let's go ahead and draw that. I think I do have enough space to draw that. If not, we'll can correct it. So we're going to go from 9 down to minus 3. So 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. And that is our y-axis. Do the same for the x-axis. One, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. And let's plot the points. Okay, so 9 minus 3, 9, minus 2, 7, minus 1, 5, 0, 3, 1, 1, 2 minus 1, and 3 minus 3. And join them up with a straight line. Okay, so we're just slightly off there with the straight line, so we're just going to fix that. That's better, and that's y equals 3 minus 2x. So find the value of y when x is minus 2.5. Okay, so go to where x is minus 2.5, which is here. Draw a line going up to the line, to the graph. Like so. And then across. And we can see there that y is equal to 8. Use the graph to solve the equation 3 minus 2x equal to 4. Well, this 3 minus 2x is the same as this 3 minus 2x. Therefore, this 4 must be y. So y is equal to 4. So let's go ahead and go across where y is 4 to the line. And then read down. And that reads x as minus a half, or you can say minus 0.5. And that's how you go through those 3 questions to the problems that were given. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you've understood that.